We're continuing to cover breaking news. Of course, this is the earthquake we've been telling you about throughout our broadcast. 8.0 on the Richter scale. This rattled Chile in northwest of Iquique. And right now we have Dan Collins joining us by phone from Lima, Peru. And we're also showing you some images that we have from Chile as Dan kind of describes what's going on there. Dan, did you feel it? And what can you tell us about it?
Well, I can tell you, Mike, here in Lima, we didn't feel the quake, but we know that in southern Peru, near to Chile, this quake happened in northern Chile, and also in Bolivia, people there felt this quake. And we have been seeing the same images here on television of people in northern Chile leaving their homes relatively calmly. We heard that a government spokesman had asked those along the northern coast to walk and not drive to get away from the coast and a possible tsunami. And as we already know, of course, this latest tremor shook buildings in Bolivia and Peru, but mainly in northern Chile. And there has been a warning, a tsunami warning from the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center for all of the Latin American coast along the Pacific side. Of course, Chile is one of the world's most earthquake-prone countries. And we'll remember that in 2010, there was a magnitude 8.8 quake, which caused also a tsunami, killing more than 500 people and destroying homes and property. People here in Peru will also remember a quake in 2007, which killed more than 500 people, and also some of those people died as a result of a tsunami. Here in Peru, it's much calmer. In certain northern areas of Lima, there is an evacuation taking place, and on some of the beaches to the south of the capital. But most of the action is happening, as we understand it, in Chile at the moment.
Dan, probably some of our viewers globally might not be familiar with Iquique. Is that a well-populated area? Do you know much about it? And also, any word filtering in that you might be hearing about property damage, casualties, that sort of thing, or is it still too early?
There's no news of possible damage or casualties. Iquique is actually the main mining port of the country, and it's up on the northern coast. We do understand that waves measuring around 2 meters are already striking some of those cities on Chile's northern coast. The warning was issued at 8:46 p.m. local time, which is about an hour ago, and we understand that most of the people living alongside the coast have now been evacuated. As yet, we have there's no news of damage to any properties and no news of casualties at this stage.
All right, Dan Collins joining us by phone from Lima, Peru, updating us on this earthquake in Chile.